episode of the R&R Podcast. Today, we're going to be offering you redemption. Yes. In the river of righteousness.
Save me.
Amen. Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah.
All right. We're talking about some reality. And a whole lot of stuff. And this... We're going to change to the R&R Podcast this week because this is going to be a rated R podcast. Yeah. All right. Okay. Got that. How you doing, Snoop? Whoa. Hey.
I'm doing.
Doing?
I wouldn't say it's good, but I'm doing. How are you?
This week was a bitch. And, this one is dedicated to Chadwick Bosman. The Black Panther, which I'm a total nerd when it comes to the Marvel movies.
That was a really good movie.
Yeah, and 43, and he'd been battling colon cancer for 4 years. And one point I wanted to make is a lot of people say that, hey, a celebrity dies, everybody gets upset, posts about it. Why don't you care when, a veteran dies? And yeah, we do care.
We do,
but
yeah.
In this particular case, I have a family member that's going through stage 4 cancer, and so this one kind of hit me really hard. It's really a bummer. So, Wakanda forever! Wakanda forever! All right. Joining us also, we have Aaron Ricka again. How you doing, Aaron?
Doing pretty good, man. It's been kind of a weird week. It always is. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less. I don't expect a normal week. I kind of enjoy the weird, so bring it on.
Yeah. And we have Tricky joining us.
Hey, what's up, guys?
How you doing?
Tricky.
Yeah, let's get all that hilarious stuff out of the way first, because we're going to get angry on this one, to tell you the truth. But
fist fights?
What's that?
Yeah, we're going to be brawling later.
Yeah, there may be blood.
Yes.
There will be
blood.
No. There will be blood.
All right. So let's start off with the redemption part of the episode. And the soul that needs the most redemption is Jerry Falwell Jr.
The preacher of kink.
The preacher of kink. Yeah.
Or the cuckold of kink.
Yeah. The hypocrite. Just hypocrite. It's like, I don't personally care what him and his wife do in their bedroom. The problem I have is them dictating what others should be doing in their bedroom. That is the most disgusting part of this for me.
Well, being total freaks.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say though, I looked up the pictures. I don't blame his wife one bit.
Right.
Have you seen the pool boy?
The pool boy.
I'd rather do the pool boy than Jerry Falwell Jr. too.
Amen.
The pool attendant Gina Carlo. Yeah.
It's not like old men look hotter when they get older and like the beard and stuff, but no.
What?
They do when they don't sit there and when they sit there and they don't post pictures of themselves with their pants unzipped and like their fupa hanging out.
Very,
I mean, my
true.
God,
Okay.
Did you see that?
Okay, yeah, Sean Connery's hot, but not next to Jake Gyllenhaal. I mean,
Right.
it's like prime rib next to,
well done
tomahawk
steak.
steak.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So.
Yes, but
yeah.
older men are distinguished. We should distinguish that.
Sure.
That they do look distinguished. A lot of them. I will take a George Clooney
Men
any day
age
of the
better
week.
than women, of course, society says. So.
Right.
Not bagging on men. We love you.
So old Jerry had to step down as from the president of Liberty University over this,
As he should.
Him watching his wife have sex with a pool boy, He also was supposed to speak at the RNC this week, but they withdrew. I mean, but they had such a fine lineup. Why wouldn't they want him?
I know. Why wouldn't they just keep him in there? It's
I mean,
like, do they really give a fuck about morals?
You had Kid Rock. you had that couple from St. Louis with the guns.
The one that all their neighbors hate, by the way. They killed, get this, here's a fun little fact about those two. So one of their neighbors had bees, like they keep bees, and the bee box was like, or the beehive or whatever was like barely on the gun Trump humper's property. So instead of going over there and asking them to move their hive, the husband destroyed it, killed the bees and everything.
Damn.
Yeah. Did that. That was his solution.
Way to be environmentally, sound.
And we need bees.
Right.
Like, bees are like, I'm like, do you not pay attention?
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And their honey is delicious. What the hell?
Yeah.
Amen.
Bees are endangered.
It's
When
serious.
the bees die, we all die.
Right?
Okay, and for the Hinnant moment of the week, because I'll bet the conservatives don't remember that name that was really big to them.
They've probably already
2 weeks
forgotten.
ago.
Yes.
In Georgia, I was seeing all these posts that they found 39 kids they claimed to be in a double wide. But what had really happened was there were 39 kids in a statewide sting to, it was child trafficking, but it was also cases where one parent would take the kid away and...
You know what I would like to say about this? What disturbed me the most about this story was I saw 3 posts of people bitching about that, right? And they did the thing where on Facebook where you can just choose your own colorful background. I do it. Everyone does it. I think now, lately, they have like a record player behind, which I'm very excited to use next. However, they took that and they put their own thoughts on this. They're like, oh, so nobody cares. So people care about all this other stuff going on, but nobody even cares about these 39 kids that they just removed from a trailer. And I'm like, okay, if you care so much, why aren't you posting the fucking news story? You're posting a thing about how this lack of the news story has affected you.
Right, and it
has nothing to do with the children. It has nothing to do with what fact. You're not trying to educate anyone on what happened. You're just bitching about how this really pissed you off today.
Yeah, and you know how I found out it wasn't a double wide? I Googled the story, and you know how I read it in the media.
Right.
Okay, so
but you
and they
had
saw
to
the
read
story.
it. They didn't even bring the story to you.
And if it wasn't in the media, how would they even heard it in the first place?
I know. They're bitching about the media, yet they're behaving the same way. They're not getting the story out either. That's the thing that cracked me up. I'm like, you're bitching about the media for not reporting on this, yet you're not reporting on it. You're just telling us how pissed off it made you feel, and you're still not telling anyone's story.
Right. Hashtag save our children. We'll get back into this in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. We'll talk about one thing before I get to our main topic is the big thing this morning. Did you see what the mayor posted on Facebook?
I did, and I've already sent my email to the city clerk to be read because this will be... I wouldn't have been able to go even if it was an in-person thing because I have to work, but it is one where you can send, and everyone should send in whatever you want, like encouragement for the mayor or your thoughts on the matter to the city clerk at cityofkingman.gov.
Correct.
You can send in an email. I guess it's supposed to only last, you can't go over 3 minutes. Those are kind of the rules, but send in like a short thing talking about this issue and just show support.
I guess we should explain briefly what she had wrote. Mask mandate had got extended through December 31, 2020. And so people are losing their freaking minds over this. People who need a gun to go get a sandwich are freaking out about wearing a mask to protect other people, in grocery stores.
Because they don't care about other people.
And what these motherfuckers...
Go ahead and say it.
Say it.
Mask cool.
Get it out there.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
what these people don't understand is if we want to get tourism back, we have to get this under control. We have to get, we have to get past this. And with the cases going down, which they have been, what do you think the reason why the cases are going down is?
Okay, well, like the mayor stated, that there has been a drop in cases ever since the mask mandate in Arizona, because she also explains how, because of the cowardice of Doug Ducey, or as I call him, Ducey, him not just mandating a mask mandate like most responsible governors have done and leaving it all on the mayors. The mayors have all gotten together. She talked about how she got together with all her sister mayors, and I don't think that means that all of them are female, but she said the word sister mayors. I thought it was cool. But so they had to make a decision that they were going to, what they were going to do, and that they were going to extend the mask mandate. They had to do this they had to make the decision because he's not being responsible, the guy who's supposed to run the state.
Right, and the vice mayor, Travis Lingenfelter, has really
Let's not also
opposed
forget Regina Cobb.
Regina
I don't know
Cobb.
what her title is. Can you remind me?
state representative.
State
Okay.
Representative, District
State.
5.
Okay, state representative. She was trying to take, she's trying to go so far as to find if there's any legal action that she can take against the mayor. And my thing is like,
She's
to
such
both
a-
of them, to
See you next
Lingenfelter and Regina Cobb, if you wanted to do the mayor's job so much, you had the fucking chance to run for it. So why didn't you? Huh?
Yeah,
I saw somebody's trying to run as a writer.
but
It's already over.
But you can't at this point.
I know who it is.
Yeah, what's her name?
Katie Berthel.
Karen. It's Karen Arnold.
Jennifer Esposito.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was
No,
Karen
I saw
Arnold.
somebody
Yeah,
named Katie.
that's
Okay, I know we're kind of naming some local names, and we do have people from around the country that actually listen to this stuff. So, but I'm sure this is the same thing that's happening in every town around the country, especially in red states, mostly. But I want to congratulate Mayor Jenny Miles for having
And
the
I have
the ball. Yeah, I was trying to think of another word other than balls. But
there's ovaries.
girl
but
balls.
they're-
Girl balls.
No,
She has the
dude,
girl
let's
balls.
just call it what it is.
Huh.
It's a ball sack. Like,
yeah, no, but
women can have balls.
I know. I always say, don't make me bust out my girl balls.
do you know
dude.
how easy it would be for her to back down on this topic, given that the majority of her constituents do not agree with it?
Right. But
She's
this is
doing
a
what she
public.
thinks is best for her community.
Yes,
And that
this
takes
is
a major backbone.
a public
Sorry.
health crisis. Public.
It's the personal attacks against her that really get me riled.
Right.
Like I since I moved back to Kingman, been here back 5 years now. Jeez, wow. I mean, I left in 1994. Long story short, I've met Rick Anderson, Monica Gates, Jen Miles. Jen Miles, she's out engaging with the community. She's willing to talk to people. She's not hiding behind something. Like, she's a very personable politician. And I mean, politicians alone are kind of like snaky to begin with.
Right.
But that having been said, it's just kind of like, you know what? If it just the mean slanders,
Right, and
stuff that people
what they'll say
like-
is, oh well, that's Democrat. No, she's not a Democrat. She's a Republican. She's very conservative on most issues.
Yeah. Oh, I just wanted to say, well, since we have Tricky here, I know Tricky that she is a fan of conspiracies,
Let me
like
clarify.
discussing them. Yeah, I didn't mean that you're a conspiracy theorist. I mean,
was
like,
a conspiracy theorist by injection.
right.
I was married to a conspiracy theorist for 14 years.
Okay. And the thing about conspiracy theories, though, they are interesting to talk about.
Well, there's always
you know?
a grain of truth in every one.
Right. So what I have, since writing my letter earlier, I started thinking about it more, and I'm like, what is the angle for the people in power here. What is behind this? What is behind their motive to not wanting to have to wear masks? And believe me, I don't like thinking this way, but I'm like, is this their solution to handle the water problem here? God, I would hope not. But I'm like, are you just not caring if some people get it sick? And because you know that we have a huge population of vulnerable folks here.
Are you trying to say cold herd?
Yeah, I don't know what their aim is. It would be interesting to know what is really behind their motives.
Well, I did hear that. And
this is a conspiracy. I will say that again. I'm not accusing anyone of doing anything, but I think that your motives, there's got to be some reason why you're so die-hard on this.
I think there's people that simply don't believe that it's real. Well,
I don't know.
and that's
Engineered.
They also go
I don't know.
because the CDC lowered the guidelines of, if you are within 5 feet of people who are exposed, then you don't have to get tested. And the goal is to lower testing, because lower testing, you'll have less cases. Less cases, it means it's going away.
And they did a lot of this shit while Dr. Fauci was under getting surgery.
Correct.
Because there's an article already about that, how he found it very disturbing that they started doing that crap, and they waited right till he goes into surgery, so we can't speak out.
Of course they did.
Well, and let's tell the truth that the White House is the one that told the CDC to lower the guidelines.
Right,
on it.
that too.
Well, yeah, 'cause they've always said the reason that the numbers are so high is because we test so much.
Here, let me do my impression. Slow the testing down. That was said, that whole rant right there was said at the Tulsa rally. Yes, the same Tulsa rally in which Herman Cain contracted COVID and then later died. That one.
Did you see at
that one?
Did you see at the when Trump was giving his speech that Ducey was there, not social distancing and not wearing a mask?
No,
Yeah, he was
but
wearing that.
he had to get tested. That's the thing. It's like anyone who goes anywhere near the president has to get tested, and they get the rapid testing done, or they're not allowed. That's how they found out that Louis Gohmert had it. You know?
Okay, so this was the calm portion of the show. Now we're going into the reality.
Just wait.
We're going
Now we're in the hot
now
bed.
we're getting to the reality. Okay, so Kenosha, Wisconsin, by about a week ago now. Jacob Blake, 29, father of 3.
I thought he was 19.
No, he was 29 because he has 3 kids. No, he has 6 kids, right? 6 kids.
Not early.
All right. Who's our fact checker? That's why.
Jacob-
This is why we need a producer to fact check this
Jacob's
stuff.
the black man that got shot 7
Right.
times in the back.
I swore I thought
Right.
I read he was 19.
Oh,
Right, yeah,
No,
he-
I don't think he was 19.
No, he's 29.
Okay.
So
Whatever he was, it's fucked up.
Yeah.
so in
the
the,
age doesn't matter.
Right.
It's
so
fucked
in the
up.
video, you see him going around the front of his car, and the police are trying to talk to him. Apparently, there's a
Let's talk about why he was there. Yeah, he was breaking up a fight
They were
between
having a
2
family
females.
barbecue.
Okay.
Between 2 females, he was trying to break up a fight.
Yeah, at a family barbecue, tensions run high. Well, let me tell you.
It's no picnic being with your family.
Sometimes, things go awry.
Yeah. So,
And so
I said
he
that
was
better
like-
myself.
He
but
was
I
like,
can't.
bitches be cool.
but authorities are
Tell that
called,
bitch to be cool.
and apparently he had a warrant out for him. Now, we don't know exactly why.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
And who
yeah.
cares? It's not punishable by paralyzation.
Okay, well, let's go through his story. So the police are following him. He goes around the front of his car, and the police grabs him by the back of his shirt. They say he was reaching because there was a knife in his car. This is where the conservatives.
They always say
They
shit
try to
like
justify it.
Yeah.
They're going to justify this by this. He's reaching into the car, and apparently he had a knife on the floorboard of his driver's side. But
So do I.
Yeah, in Arizona, we all do. We all have a weapon in our car.
So do I.
It's a common practice.
Because I haven't fired my firearm
And-
in a while.
To
I
me,
carry a
when
knife.
he
And-
was walking away, it looked to me like he was like, "Man, fuck this! I know where this is going. I'm getting the fuck out of
Right,
here."
I got my
But
babies
he was
in
just
the car.
trying to leave.
Right.
I'm not.
That's what
dealing
it
with
looked
this.
like to me.
Right, and his kids were watching this.
I got
Seven
my babies in
fucking
the car.
times.
I'm getting
Yeah.
out of here.
It shot 7 times in the back.
7 times.
And then
in the back.
And then to add insult to injury, they fucking chained him to his hospital
A
bed.
fucking man. Where did they think
Where,
he's going?
if he's,
Yeah, he's
paralyzed.
paralyzed.
From the waist down, where in the fuck is he gonna go? What?
Why does he need to be handcuffed?
How is he a threat?
If he's been shot 7 times, number 1, he's probably doped up so much he doesn't know where the fuck he is. Number 2, he can't fucking walk.
Did you hear his dad speaking of? I started crying.
Yeah.
When I heard this, when his dad spoke about when Jacob woke up.
That's why.
And it's like, how can people listen to a man talk about his father or talk about his son who just was shot 7 times, who woke up, and the humanity about his son calling him daddy and all this stuff, and that doesn't do something to you? How can you not, in your mind, if you are a parent, how can you not? I don't give a fuck what color people are. How can you not say, that is fucked up and wrong?
And it's not justified to get shot in the back because you have a warrant. We'd all be getting shot
Why do
every
they
now and
always
then.
want to call it?
I will gladly publish my profile. I mean, it's not. You can find it on the Superior Court. I think it's the Arizona Supreme Court website. You can look up anybody's criminal record if you Google. You type in their name and you type in their name. You don't even have to have their social security number. Like, I've got numerous tickets for like pissing in public and drunk in public, just being a fucking dumb college student. But would that justify if I got pulled over by KPD right now, going, you know what? I don't have any more of this shit. Getting shot.
Yeah, but there's no reason
I
to
know.
get shot.
Like,
I don't know. In the year 2020, while I have like a strong computer in my hand, stronger than the first moon landing, that we can't figure out a way to subdue someone by non-lethal means.
Police have other means too. What? I don't understand why that
Why
was.
Why didn't they just
Even if they let him go, they could get him. They had the capability. See, this pissed me off, and this is a little off subject, but it pissed me off when they did that to the UPS driver that got hijacked, and they just had to kill him all in the street. And they're like, "Well, sorry, he had to die too because the truck got hijacked, and we had to stop them." Well, no, there's GPS on UPS trucks. You could have let him go, and they could have found him. What the
Yeah, much
hell
less-
is the problem?
it for minor infractions like that, like just, oh, I'm selling cigarettes on the street illegally, or a fake $20 bill. Like, okay, is it really worth getting shot over? Like, you're gonna catch me doing something stupid anyway. It's not worth.
Well, everybody in this room, we don't have to worry about that.
Yes.
Why?
Right.
Why? Let's
we're white.
call it what is.
But no, we do have to
I don't
worry
know.
about
This
it.
chick
Like,
next to me has a bunch of tattoos on her. She
We
might be
don't-
kind of freaking people out.
here's the thing: we don't have to worry
True.
about it like ourselves
True.
being affected by it so much.
I'd
but
get shitty
we
at the
have to worry
hospital.
about it on how shitty it is for society. This shit's got to stop. This isn't good for people for this to be happening every day.
So first off, like the little kid in Phoenix, like,
Are you talking about the doll situation?
no, I'm talking about the little guy, I think he was 15, who was supposedly stealing something out of somebody's backyard, and the cop shot him as he ran away. I think his name was Anton, something that started with an A. And when did cops stop saying stop or I will shoot?
Right?
Like, And why do
Or-
cops think they need to shoot? I thought you shot when you were in fear of your life.
Or
like,
where are all
deadly
the cop
force
dogs?
was used
Okay,
for
yeah, like a
stop
German
the
Shepherd would take that person
situation.
down.
Where are all the cop dogs that I always
Deadly
see on
force
cops?
was
should-
supposed to be used for a situation that was going to be dangerous to the cop or other people, not when a person was trying to flee the situation.
Okay.
Like they could have like done some, like you said, something else, tased.
Well, they did tase him twice, from what I heard.
But I mean, still, they didn't need to shoot a man in the back
Or
7 times.
why
in
don't they
front of
get
his
shot
3-year-old
like
children.
once in the leg? So if you shot him once in the leg, where the fuck are they gonna go?
No, there's no shoot to wound. There's shoot to kill. I know. I've done escalation of force. You don't shoot.
So they just, if we're gonna shoot our guns, we're
Because-
planning on killing you.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, wouldn't that be for legal reasons? Why? Because they'd be afraid somebody would sue the city
That and it's
afterwards.
just like you never know what somebody's going to do.
Oh, it's
Like,
all money. It boils down to
no, it's
money.
not
then,
that. It's
probably.
like reference my deployments for a second, but if somebody's high or drunk, you have no idea what's going through their brains. Like
Yeah, but how do you know this person's high?
It's you or me, and I'm telling you what. If you came at me with a knife right now, I'd probably put a couple shots in you.
But
I'm
this
like,
is the
I don't have
difference.
time to fucking debate this.
This is the difference between military and law enforcement. We
There's-
should not
nah.
be protect and serve. We should not be militarizing our police.
Yeah, all right, let's touch on that subject for a minute. Militarized police. The big thing that the conservatives will see is, well, liberals want to defund the police, which I think is a stupid fucking term. Okay?
Demilitarized.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Demilitarize
Nobody
the
wants
police.
to like get rid of the police.
Yeah.
Totally. They want a huge overhaul.
and-
That's
and-
what
Like
we're
the
asking
police
for.
were in the 1950s,
Yeah, like-
60s.
like
you know,
in-
like
Like here in Kingman, we have one of those big armored vehicles. What is the purpose of it? It's not really needed.
That MRAP that's back there.
or LRAD,
It's in, what's the LRAD?
the long range audible.
I know they have the MRAP, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this? Like, it's a big public affairs thing, but
So
it's totally ineffective.
So it's
Show off.
it's not defund the police. Let's use that money better efficiently. Let's train these officers better. Sensitivity training. Let's train them
Spread it
on
out into mental health.
They should
mental
have,
health.
there's been the thing that says that they should have to, since they have the ability to take people's lives, so do doctors and nurses. Doctors and nurses have to hold like some kind of liability insurance and whatnot with their licenses. So should police officers. They don't have to.
Yeah, but-
they should have to do that.
Yeah, but police don't get the same kind of training as doctors and nurses.
I know that, but the fact that they're responsible for people's lives.
On the part of law enforcement officers, as somebody who's like I've never been in law enforcement, but I have friends, I have family who are cops, sheriffs, deputies. It's so easy to judge without being out there. And I've been in situations where it's like, man, you got split seconds to make a decision. And it sucks. And it's going to hurt these people so much. Like, I'm all for protecting good cops. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, we all
I
are.
want to
Well,
call out
yeah,
bad
we are.
cops. Like the ones who just, are out to just be like, we're the bully. But
There's ones that are in it because they have they want to kill. That's an attractive. Why is it that we keep getting child molesters as priests? I mean, come on. They know that they can, or in the Boy Scouts or whatever. They know that they have more of an advantage. They're going into a field where it's accessible to them to do these things.
We need to have a Brady list, which is where they are flagged once they have been fired from a
Yes, that
precinct
too.
for having done something like excessive force or discharged a weapon wrong or whatever, so that they can't just move to another
Yeah.
precinct or another state and get hired. We need to prosecute law enforcement like we do citizens. If they are found guilty of doing something wrong, they need to be prosecuted just like the rest of us. They are human beings. They should not be exalted. They're human beings. You know, they chose to do this job. Now, if it's too hard for them, if they can't handle it mentally, if they're scared to go out and do their job because it's a hard job, they shouldn't be doing that job. They chose that job.
Exactly.
Right, yeah. The shooting somebody should be the absolute last resort. And we can't reinforce this point that we're not anti-police, okay? Conservatives lump us into that, like, oh, you're anti-police.
And I would like to make the point, too.
I studied criminal. I was going to be a little law enforcement person.
Like, everyone knows that if you come at a cop with a weapon or you fire at a cop, you are dead. Everyone knows that. The problem is that cops are killing unarmed people. These people are not coming at them.
Right.
And the
That's
thing is,
the
they want to say
problem.
cops kill white people more often than black people, justifiably. When they kill a white person, it's because the white person has drawn on them.
And yeah, if there's a ton of, I know I've heard that argument lately. I'm like, if there's a ton of white people out there getting unjustifiably murdered by the police, then why aren't we seeing any videos of that? Everyone has phones. You mean to tell me, people are only pulling them out when it's happening to black people?
It's usually during a domestic violence incident, and the person turns the weapon on the officer.
Right.
Or there's a scramble or whatever.
Okay, well, yeah, let's get to this. Dylan Roof shot up a church in South Carolina. He was hanging out with these church members. He got to go to
Burger King afterwards.
Yes, the police officers arrested him without incident and took him to Burger King.
What the fuck?
Okay?
I know, if he was a murderer, why didn't they go in and kill
Walmart
him?
For holding a toy fucking gun because he was black.
And then we had a Walmart shooting.
Right.
Okay, and so we'll get back to Jacob for a second. Now, he had a warrant for domestic violence and sexual assault. People are saying, I've heard that there was something about an underage person, but I haven't really seen any truth to that at all. Still not justified to be, he wasn't killed, but paralyzed.
Do you know how easy it is to get that charge? You turn 18 and your girlfriend's still 17.
The police intended to kill him.
Right.
I mean, you don't shoot somebody 7 times with let me subdue him.
They were hoping that they killed him. I mean, that's what they were hoping for.
I'm holding your shirt. Sorry, I didn't mean to pop your button. This far away, I'm holding your shirt.
I've had
Right.
this shirt for like 7 years. It's indestructible.
We're getting physical over here now.
I got a story about this shirt.
So after this incident, the NBA, the NHL, and the Major League Baseball, they all boycotted games. So the players said, we're not playing. So now you can't kneel during the national anthem. People get mad. What they get mad about, the players say, fine, we're just not going to play. Okay, we're not going to peacefully protest. We're not going to kneel.
Dance, monkey, dance.
And all those people, all those same people who were like, then I don't care, I'm boycotting the NFL whenever they got mad about the kneeling. Now you see them all making the posts that these athletes are spoiled athletes, and they're bitching and they're pissed because now they're not playing games. Which is it, guys?
Well, yeah, and they all go, hey, I'm done with this. I'm not watching this ever again. If I'm done with something, I unfollow it. I don't still look at the pages and go, I'm done with this. Well, you were done with it 4 years ago when Colin Kaepernick kneeled down.
And another point of that, too, is I love how Jared Kushner chimes in to talk about how these athletes are spoiled. Oh, and it must be nice to have that luxury of deciding not to go to work when there's tons of people who can't work. I was like, shut up, bitch. Do you really think that we want to hear rich people complaining about other rich people working? I know. I was like, you need to shut your mouth. No one wants to hear it from you.
Hey,
I think Aaron wanted to say something.
I did, but I'm just you brought up some really good points. Like the rich people complaining about other rich people.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Hey, Anybody wants to hear about something like this situation's been going for a while, go back and watch the first 10 minutes of the Chris Rock Tambourine special on Netflix, which he comes out, and he got so much shit from this. He comes out and says, "Hey, police, don't you think you reached the quota on black kids? It's time to go out and shoot a white kid." And the conservatives were lost their minds.
They boycotted him. They were like, that's just wrong.
So you know who
How
else is
dare
17?
him?
Like everybody's like, huh, this Reftenhouse is a hero. He defended property, blah blah blah. You know who else is 17? Fucking, was it Tamir? No, it wasn't Tamir Rice. The other little guy. And
I think it might have been Tamir Rice, wasn't it? I think he's the one that they, like, I've seen
The
a
Skittles
meme with
guy.
the. Oh, Trayvon Martin.
yes, Martin was 17.
Yes.
And the little girl who wants to change the world environment, she's also 17.
Oh, Greta
Greta Thunberg, yeah.
or whatever.
Right.
So-
Okay.
Those are, she's a hero. The other one was a victim. This guy's a shit.
And they demonize Greta for wanting to save the planet.
Right.
They think she's
Right.
awful.
And Greta was like, well, she's too young. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She has no life experience. Then how come a motherfucker can fucking have an AR-15 at 17, travel apparently 2 hours from his house to protect businesses? That's what he claims he's doing. Protect businesses.
And those are not his businesses. He doesn't live in
Or
that
his
state.
community.
That
Right.
is not his
All right.
home.
Let me get this point out, okay? And I've said this many times on this show. I am not against guns, but there has to be some motherfucking regulations. How did a 17-year-old get a hold of an AR-15? If you can't vote at 17 because you're not responsible enough, you're not fucking responsible enough to use an AR-15.
I will tell you how. Because right when he came out of his mother's uterus, they went and bought that kid a gun, and they had it in their mind that they were going to start training now. That's how. Have you seen the parents?
Oh,
Amen.
When I was a 17-year-old boy, I made this post a while ago, a couple days ago. Like, my goal is like, I just want to see a naked woman, like a real one, not one from a magazine, not one from a poster that I bought at
That's
like
a
the chop
normal
shop.
17-year-old boy.
But apparently this kid didn't like girls because there's videos of him punching one
Right?
from
wow.
a few weeks ago.
In the back.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in the back.
Last thing I wanted to do is like, I had guns. I've grown up with guns my entire life.
Well, you can.
Hello, I'm
This
from fucking
kid
Arizona.
is a hunter.
You-
This kid is a
give you one when
hunter.
you're
That's what
born.
he is. He was
Well-
going to hunt humans.
Amen.
Well, you can understand why he didn't like girls because his mom looks like a dude.
She really, really does.
His dad
And
has
his dad
camel
has
balls.
camel toe.
Okay.
Moose knuckle.
For people, we're talking about Kyle Rittenhouse. Now, in Kenosha, after the shooting, there was
Wait. Can I
protests.
say something real quick? They say that this guy was a victim, that he was just doing the shooting
we'll get.
self-defense.
Let's roll back a second, okay?
Okay.
So,
We're gonna rewind.
so much like everywhere else, there's protests when this thing justifies. So people take the streets. Now, again, we'll have to say we do not condone looting. We don't condone destroying businesses. We don't condone rioting. We don't condone burning cars.
You know who
we don't
else
condone
doesn't?
violence.
The Blake family. They've made it perfectly clear too that they're not happy with all the.
Or most movements. Most
Right.
movements.
They're
don't
for peaceful
support.
protesting.
You're right.
Yes.
Right.
It
So
detracts from their message.
so flash
It does.
forward to, I think it was on the third night of this. Kyle Rittenhouse drives down from Indiana, Illinois, one of the two. Illinois. All right. Good thing someone's paying attention. So he drives down to Illinois with the intent to protect businesses, which you don't bring an AR-15 to. Come on, get real. This is reality here. So he ends up shooting one guy, Joseph Rosenbaum. He shoots Joseph Rosenbaum, calls his girlfriend, and then he's walking away, and people are like, "Hey,
He just shot someone."
He shot somebody. He shot somebody."
And they tried to. Then
And-
that's
and
when
then-
No, then he started running off, and he tripped and fell.
Yeah, he trips and fell, and Anthony Huber comes at him trying to tackle him. He has a skateboard in his hand. Well, the
And
motherfucker has an
he got
AR-15.
shot.
He got shot, fatally shot.
And somebody else got shot in the arm. They might lose their arm. They
Yeah.
don't know.
So, again, one side defends
Calls him a hero.
Kyle. Yeah, he's a hero,
Gross.
Really gross.
but that's called what he is. He's a murderer. So after he shoots
Really.
After he shoots 3 people, he gets up, he walks towards the police, hands up in his air. People are telling the police,
They
he
waved him
just
on
shot
by.
him. Yeah,
The police waved him on by.
Go on by. If the color of that kid's skin was something else, with an
melanin.
AR-15 strapped to his side, dead.
The
Dead
cops,
right there.
the cops would have never given him water and thanking him for being there in the first place. That's what they did before the shooting took place. Before he shot the people.
Seriously.
They had thanked him for being there and they had given him water.
Jesus.
Water bottles. Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
So gross.
And
Sometimes it's really hard to be proud to be an American.
Sing it.
When you
Preach.
see it at the 4th of
Preach,
July,
hallelujah.
when they play that song
Okay.
during the fireworks,
But,
and
okay.
everyone stands up and says hi.
Okay, but so this kid walks by with an AR-15s, allowed goes home, and is arrested the next day. How come Philando Castile did not get the same treatment?
Amen.
Because
he was
Philando
in- 'cause he
Castile's
was-
black.
'cause
That's
he was
what
in
it boils
Minneapolis
down
and
to.
black.
Yeah. Philando Castile.
Under Amy Klobuchar.
Right. Yeah. The thing that pisses me off about the Philando Castile case too is Philando Castile was the passenger in the car.
And he
why
was just like,
he
I
even?
have a legal gun owner and it's in the glove box.
But why was he even asked to show any sort of ID? Why wasn't the ticket just given to the
Because
girlfriend
he's black.
and they let them on their way? No. Yeah, and another problem I have with that one too is where in the fuck was the NRA to stand up for this legal gun owner to say that's
He's
bullshit?
black.
Look at his rights were violated.
And he doesn't pay money.
They
He doesn't pay dues.
The NRA did nothing. They sat silent. They did
He
not
doesn't
give
pay
a fuck.
dues and he doesn't buy the gear.
Did you hear about the NRA scam though? Like the people who have been paying dues have been paying dues so these assholes can go on like $1 million vacations and fly on these private jets and all that
My
stuff.
parents
Another
pay dues
scam.
and buy all their gear.
It's a scam just like the Build the Wall scam, the people who paid all the money to Steve Bannon's thing and got scammed. You guys are falling for bullshit.
But
We're
it makes
trying
them
to
feel
help
good. They
you.
feel like good
How
Christian
can-
conservatives.
Don't fall for the bullshit.
How come everyone in that circle has some kind of legal charge against them? Oh, and on that note, does that mean that if
Because
Steve
it's a cabinet of grifters.
should
It's an administration of grifters.
if
That makes me
Steve
think of a Beastie Boys song. Dude.
if Steve Bannon gets pulled over, should he be shot now?
He really should.
Well, yeah, I kind of agree with that one.
Like,
No,
yes,
I
yes,
think
he
No,
I
we're
think
kidding.
he should be
No.
lynched just so we can all watch.
God, he is gross. He's
Okay.
a gross person.
And so after this shooting, another thing that the conservatives always do. Okay,
Can we talk about how he was like? Did we already touch on how he's fucking chained, like handcuffed to his bed?
Yeah, we mentioned that.
Yeah,
So
And you came-
gross.
I know, it's upsetting. Like, it's so upsetting you thought of
So-
it again. You're like, just like, this is bullshit.
So why do conservatives always go after the criminal record of? Now they're going after the criminal records of Joseph and Anthony.
Because they want to justify. They don't want to admit that there's an actual problem. They want to be able to justify the murder of these people of color.
Right, here, I've been thinking about this a lot lately.
It's the
And I've been thinking about how I have to listen for my conservative friends time and time again saying things like, get over it. That was a long time ago. I wasn't alive then. That was something that happened in the past with our ancestors. then why the fuck are you still treating people like your ancestors did? You treat them like they're not even human, yet you sit there and say get over it. The only reason that you want them to get over it is so that you don't have to see or hear about it. Let's be clear about that. That's what your aim is. That's the only reason that you care. And that's the only reason that I have to read your shitty posts all day long.
Facebook is just an abomination on some days.
Insane.
It's really the white guilt that they charge us with. You know, the people who are socially justice aware. You know, they want to say, "Oh, why do you feel so bad about being white? Are you ashamed of being white?" You know, and it's like, why would I be ashamed or proud of anything I had no hand in? It's their white guilt that they avoid this stuff, or they like. I've seen people regurgitating the canon thing. You know, the little white boy who was murdered by a black man a couple weeks ago. Since the Jacob Blake thing, they're like bringing that up. You know, and it's like
I proudly got my stepmom to delete me because I said some crap to her about that because she kept doing it. She was posting the one that flat out said "White Lives Matter," so I reminded her that. I reminded her about how her niece is half black, half white. And I'm like, how can you sit there and say this stuff? My dad loves that little girl so much that my dad put that little girl in his will. And you're going to sit there and talk about black people like this? Oh my God. Well, she didn't like it and she deleted me. And I'm like, yes, that one was a long time coming.
Yeah, and some people really believe they're not prejudiced or racist. Like,
yeah, I mean that's a good question. It is these people really don't believe they're coming off as racist,
right? For example, somebody I love dearly came over. I was watching Homecoming again. You know, Beyonce's Homecoming, and this person said, "Only a black person could do that." When they were doing the symbols, and another friend that was there watching it with me was like, "Do what? It's two pieces."
I
want to
run as the. I am officially running for president of the United.
What's going on?
Jesus.
Who asked for your opinion, asshole?
And then later on, when they were dancing, this person says, she's got so much soul. And I'm just like, that's really racist. And she's like, no, it's a good thing. And I'm like, but still, it's real racist. Like,
yeah. Like the way in which she was saying it.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
you don't have to, that's like so 1960s, 70s. Like, we don't.
Right. Why can't you just say you liked the performance then if you liked
it? And then
she
said about
that
Beyonce.
Was awesome.
She's like, she's really tall, huh? And instead of saying she's gorgeous or stunning or God, look at that butt.
She is gorgeous and stunning and look at that butt.
Right.
Like,
she had to pick the one thing that might be maybe, you know, whatever. And I'm just like, ugh.
So, we have a comment that I was going to read from...
Yeah, we have our...
From our... Really good friend Iris.
See our social media, Reality Redemption on Facebook and Twitter.
She wanted to make a statement about Kyle, the whole situation with Kyle and the protest thing. So she says, protest areas are now being deemed hunting grounds by homicidal citizens. They may have reasons for their motive, but their agenda is to swoop in and kill people. Some 17-year-old kid wasn't bothered at all about a young man's murder, but, by God, Mommy, they're gathered together, and I don't like it when people do that. Drive me to this gathering, Mommy, so I can take more out with less bullets. Thank you, Iris.
Thank you for the comments. Yes, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Reality Redemption. Hey, did you hear did you watch the abomination that was a Republican National Convention this week?
Yes, I did. Well, no, I honestly didn't watch it. I watched some of the clips later because I didn't want it to go towards his ratings.
Politicians
because I know
are
that
all
that,
talk, no
God
action.
damn it.
Nothing's going to get
I
done.
know that
They
that
will
really
not bring
pisses
us,
them off.
believe me, to the promised land.
Okay.
I'm chiming in.
So, well, I wanted to make a statement about Melania
Oh, what about
and the Rose Garden.
Amen.
Okay, so, I mean, I can see why she did it. I know why she did it. It's symbolism, folks. Remember that jacket that she had worn that said, I don't care? I don't really care on it or whatever? This is symbolism. There were too many beautiful flowers in there of all different colors.
Well, we
And
can't have
that drove her nuts. So she had to rip them all out and turn it into, now it's just green in there. We can't have things of all colors because anyone who's a Trump doesn't like that. They don't like people of other colors. And that was symbolism.
Well, he did mention us, though, in the speech. Apparently, because, he was chiming in that. I was like going through clips of the speech, but here's what he said about our podcast. Okay, here it is.
I don't think they like me very much.
We don't.
Yeah.
You're right.
What? Who said what about our problem?
And now they're beating us economically. They are not our
We
friend.
are?
Believe me.
We're not their friend.
Huh.
Huh.
I get
Okay.
like 10 emails a day from Trump, so
Oh,
Yeah,
it- it-
so
isn't
did,
it?
so
He
did
wants
I'm
me-
a huge cunt, but she had to unsubscribe because she was getting sick and tired of all the emails.
apparently he sent me one that wanted me to edit one of his speeches, and I'm like,
Oh no! He
four
responded.
other things. Did you get the same one?
Yeah, no. He responded to me about he actually said, can Aaron edit one of your speeches? And he actually said,
I don't think it's going to happen.
there you go.
Probably not. He's right.
I can, but
All right. So, God, we should talk about something positive. We've been
Well,
ranting and
bring
raving for
something
about
up.
It's 2020.
I don't know.
There's nothing. We
did
can't even
positive
say there's
stuff.
a great new movie coming out. Hey,
Hey, oh,
God
yeah.
damn, I miss movies.
I started watching the new Bill and Ted last night.
oh no
But I fell
way!
asleep. I only made it through the first 10 minutes.
What's it on?
It's
Dude, I've fallen asleep
I'll
two nights
give you
with
the password on it.
popsicles, and then
Okay.
I wake up with baggies of melted juice.
I'm gonna have to watch that. The first one, Bill and Ted's. They filmed part of that in Metro Center Mall down in Phoenix. When they're in the mall, I mean, the mall completely doesn't look anything like that anymore because it was back in the 80s.
I started watching. I made it through the first 10 or 15 minutes, but then I was just realized, I need to go back and watch the first one because it's been 30 years since I've seen it. But the new Bill and Ted's movie is out because there's got to be something to do.
we do need movies.
I miss my
We-
series, my TV series. I miss movies. Like, I drove past the movie theater, and I'm like, I would even go to the Kingman movie theater at this point.
Where my feet stick to the floor.
Right, and the seats haven't been updated in like 25
No,
years.
no, they changed the seats.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
Oh,
late
wow.
last year.
Oh, well,
Oh,
hey.
cool.
At least you won't
But-
get
but
bed
they-
bugs now.
But then,
or STDs or
Ew.
Oh.
Yeah. The last movie I saw at the Kingman Theater was Green Book. It was a good movie.
It was alright, not factual.
It wasn't? I thought that was based on a true story.
Supposedly, but not factual.
movies are always based on true stories.
yeah, that's why
I
Wakanda
thought-
Forever.
They gotta narrow it down to like 2 hours and kind of fudge stuff. Fuck it, read the book, people.
I need a good cheeseburger. Have any recommendations of where a good cheeseburger is in Kingdom?
Five Guys. Well, I would say not one place, but you're a Democrat and you need an adult to.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're not going there.
They have food there?
Yeah, the
Is this
best
in
burger in
Kingman?
town.
Is this it?
It's
Tax
over
shed.
by Goodyear.
Tax shed.
Tax shed.
The tax shed.
Tax shed.
Oh, fuck
That's
the
the name
tax
of
shed.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
fuck
the
the
ones
tax
that
shed.
have the sign up. They say
That's not even a
Democrats
good
aren't
shitty
allowed in
dive
there.
bar. I've been in plenty of shitty dive
They
bars.
have really
and I'm
good
like,
burgers,
eh.
but fuck them. They're not getting my dollars.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I probably can't behave like an adult, so no, fuck you.
Just
You
like
suck my dick.
suck
Eat a
it.
bowl of dicks.
Suck it hard.
I need
Get on your knees and just like.
I need a gift
Oh,
certificate
Flip
for.
a flyer.
Somebody even had a picture of a bowl of dicks. It's even funnier than saying eat a bowl of dicks. Send them that. Eat this.
I need a gift certificate for Great American Pizza because I refuse to giving them my money, but
You know
I want
what?
to try their pizza.
I heard it's amazing, but I'm not giving no money either.
I'm not either. Fuck them.
Did have a pizza and some.
They could
wings
have the
there.
best.
Their wings were pretty.
I've
fucking
heard that.
amazing.
I've heard that.
They could
I
have the best
won't go
pizza
back.
on the planet. I'll never
My
go there.
friends, the Queens, they go there often because they live in the valley, and they say it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Mm.
Maybe you could have it delivered.
No, I'd still have to
don't
spend
Still
money with
I
needs
them.
know.
us to give us money.
I know. No, I mean you could get a gift.
What are they gonna do
certificate
in
and
like December when he loses?
Well, yeah. Will they have like the Biden pizza?
No, they're not gonna let that shit die. They're probably still gonna go on.
So
Yeah.
Crying about
Can we
how
talk-
we
touch
we
on that?
were going to end this positive, but yeah.
It will be positive. Hopefully, November 3rd will be positive.
can we touch on this?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Roses.
so what is the
Puppy
chances
dogs, kitty
that
cats.
he's actually gonna lose? And if he loses, is he gonna vacate the seat?
Well,
There's
according to
been
Bill
debate
Maher.
about that, but
Because
Do you-
I mean,
do you-
I don't think he won last time.
Okay, I read the book. God, what was the name of the book? Because I wasn't prepared to go here. Is he didn't want to win in the first
Right.
place the first time.
right. You could tell when they did their acceptance speech.
He
They
was-
looked like
He was shell shocked.
they're like, "Oh fuck, what have we gotten ourselves into?" He didn't think he wanted to lose so he could go and get his own TV network. That's what he wanted.
Yeah,
He wanted
yeah,
a
right.
TV,
He
like
wanted to
Fox
start
News
Trump
on
TV.
steroids. Okay.
So,
That's what he wanted to do because
so
then
I
he
think
could have
he's
bitched
afraid
the whole
to
time
like
about
lose
how he was
because he's
ripped
going
off.
to be prosecuted.
Right, yeah, at this point,
That
at
too.
point he needs to win.
Now he just wants to win so he doesn't go to jail.
But with the protests and COVID, I don't think the people are very happy right now.
Yeah, well,
know.
let's touch on this.
The only ones who are
he's
is
running
diehards.
he's running campaign ads that you will not be safe in Joe Biden's America, showing footage of Trump's America.
Right.
I know. It's like we won't be
Safe in America.
safe in your. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Have you been in a coma, asshole? Who do you think the president is? What the fuck are you talking about?
All right. And here's the crazy thing. Okay, the voting machines. Ivanka owns the patent.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, and he's trying to shut down mail-in voting. So what the fuck?
I don't know, but hey, there has been talk about like if you do mail-in voting, they have been suggesting that you're going to get it through the mail, but then when you get it, fill it out and drop it off if you can. Drop it off to the election boxes or
The recorder.
wherever you drop off. Yes, would like to not put it back in the mail. I mean, you probably would be safe if you went ahead and voted right away and put it back in the mail, but just to be like making sure it's not getting held up at all because they are fucking with the post office.
Right, removing boxes in like the lowest income neighborhoods.
Breaking machines, sorting machines. They're
And
like
they're
I
doing
have
it in
noticed.
the low income neighborhoods, like in the high income neighborhoods. Post boxes, blue boxes are still there.
Right. I have noticed myself, like I've bought a few things lately. Normally all of my stuff will come post office. Like packages will come post office. All of my stuff has been coming UPS or FedEx because the companies who are sending it are like, we can't even chance it. Like it'll go all over the fucking place. We're not sending it that way.
So what do you think? You think
So what
we'll
do I
have a
think?
chance with the Biden-Harris
Well,
administration, or are we stuck with
you know,
Trump-Pence?
you know what I think. My personal opinion is Biden doesn't make it 4 years, and I think Kamala Harris will be our president at
Fine
one
by me.
point.
Yeah,
I
fine by me.
I like her.
He's what? In his
But do you think
70s?
we'll see her? Do you think we'll get this, or do you think Trump's gonna somehow?
Here's the thing. I wish that
I think
Biden
so.
would at least start announcing who he's planning on maybe for his cabinets, because I know that. Well, I mean, I know as well as you guys probably know, he's gonna pick like a solid cabinet.
Right,
He's gonna
right.
pick. Even if some of the things are true that they say about him, which I don't really think so. I
Right.
think a lot of his debates, like he doesn't do well debating when there was a ton of people on the stage. Me being a massive Bernie Sanders supporter, Biden held his own in the debates where it was just Bernie and Biden. Biden did a good job. He held his own. And may I also add, if you want to see Biden's debating style, I still love the old classic of when he schooled Paul Ryan's ass, because that was great.
So did you think they have a chance, or do you think that Trump's going to kick them?
No, I think Biden has a really good chance according to
Like-
polling.
And also, I don't
Though-
agree
But
with
polling, yeah.
I don't
but-
like
Had Clinton so kicking his ass. No,
I don't agree with Pelosi sitting there
It's
saying
dead.
that Biden shouldn't be debating. It's
I
like
mix it with Sprite.
It's dead though.
Biden already
I killed it
agreed
all.
to do the 3 debates. He said, "I will do the 3 debates.
Sorry.
I'm doing that."
Do you think?
Hello?
Aaron.
Hello?
No, I'm going to speak to Aaron. I should edit this out, but I'm not going to. In that white closet there, go open that up and see if there's anything you'd like in there.
Do you think they have a chance? Aaron, do you think they have a chance?
Who?
Biden.
You know, here's.
So,
You know my
anyways.
theory? I don't know how much time we have on this podcast.
Well, not much more. We're getting low on time.
Give me. Not a bad idea.
So, anyways, I think, like I was saying before, I think Pelosi's wrong for saying that, well, there shouldn't be any debates. I'm like, look, Biden already said he wanted to do the 3 debates. He's agreed to 3 debates. I personally want to see him debate them, because he does not hold the punches. Let him go ahead and debate him. What's he gonna do? What's Trump gonna do? Come after Biden for getting his son a job? Bitch, last time I checked, all your fucking White House is full of nepotism. Shut your ass up.
The debate
You
I'm,
think Biden's not gonna say nothing about that?
the debate I'm looking forward to is Harris versus Pence. Though.
I'm looking forward to that one too. Personally, I wish that Harris could debate both Trump and Biden. That would,
I don't know if Harris would be
Pence.
allowed to debate Pence, because
No,
she allowed to be in the room?
It's all virtual. It's all virtual anyway.
Yeah.
I think they're like.
Well, if Pence's wife is in the room, then maybe it's going to be okay.
Maybe she can sit in the corner. I heard that that's what conservatives like to do. I don't know. I heard
Well,
that about
watch.
Sit in the corner, go in the closet, whatever
Yeah.
they want to do. Yeah.
So, Aaron, you didn't chime in. Do you think they're gonna win, or do you think Trump's gonna stay?
Man, I have.
Tell
to-
us your thoughts.
All right.
We're listening.
I know how many minutes you got, buddy?
Just keep on going.
It's your podcast.
Keep on going.
Oh, fuck
Let's
that.
go. Well, believe me, we fucked up the
Spit it
last
out.
we
Come
have
on.
fucked up the last 5 minutes of this
Here's my
podcast.
theory.
I know. Sorry, folks. Sorry to the
I hate to
listeners.
say it. I think Trump's gonna win barely. Like, he fucking lost bad enough. Like, he lost the popular vote by almost 4 million people. The Electoral College saved his fucking ass. I think he'll get it again, and his supporters will just go off the hook, and this country will get uglier and uglier and uglier.
Can it get any
until
uglier?
he's either fucking removed from office by Congress, or
That won't.
I wouldn't
happen.
be surprised if the military has to come in and go like, dude, you're fucking out.
Well, if he does win though, and the Democrats take the Senate,
Then he's gone. They can impeach him
Yeah,
again
they're
and remove
fine.
him.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Good
But
point.
I think that
assassination.
they would have more. I think they have a really good chance of taking the Senate, but I think they have a better chance of getting to the White House.
I think Pence is worse, honestly. Pence
He
is a
is.
fucking.
But then if they went and impeached Pence afterwards,
Bigot.
then Nancy Pelosi would be the president.
Pence is a bigot, dude. They need to catch Pence and Trump together, and
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
Well,
know.
he
It's-
would have it coming to him
It's
shortly
gonna be a rough
after.
6 months, people. Save your Christmas money.
Yeah, dude, just I
Yeah.
think batten down the hatches and be prepared for like some serious shit.
Yep.
I don't have faith in our election process at all. I don't have faith that Trump is a decent human being and has any regard for our processes at all. And I don't believe that. I think he's corrupt as fuck, and I don't think that he'll abide by what is voted on by the people or what is supposed to be done. I think that he'll fight tooth and nail to stay in office.
He probably will, but I don't know. I think
I
he's
hope
done.
Biden and Harris will win, and I hope that he'll vacate office.
The only
anyways.
thing I'm worried
But
about,
I think he'll prepare for martial law before. That's my thought.
right? The only thing that I'm worried about is what he's going to do as it gets closer to the election, because, I mean, that's the one thing. That's how Republicans always win elections. They cheat.
I say
They
prepare
cheat.
for martial law before. I think if he loses, we will have martial law between the time he loses and the time she's supposed to be inaugurated, or
Right.
Biden's supposed to be inaugurated.
I don't
And then
know.
there will be a continuance of government.
All we can say is vote, people.
Yes,
Get
vote.
out and vote.
Overwhelmingly vote. If you don't
And
vote, because you
register
don't
now
in the
to
process,
vote
do it
online
anyways.
or to vote by mail. You can still register now to vote by mail,
And while we're
or
speaking
check
of
your
voting,
standing.
I am running as a write-in candidate for Hackleberry District 3 School Board. So if you live in Hackleberry School District 3, write in Trisha. That's like Trisha with a hard E. Christopherson, like Christopher's son.
I didn't know that existed.
Wow.
But I will.
All right.
All right.
I guess that's a positive note.
I wish I could
Yeah.
vote for you, Tricky, but I can't.
Hey, you
I
know
don't
what?
live in Hackberry.
Run for
Alright.
fucking office one day?
I'm never going to run for office now. Not with our
Considering
past.
it, man.
I just got
I
asked.
fucking hate politics. I'm like, somebody's gotta do this shit.
All right, everybody. So that's another episode of Reality Redemption. We'll see you back next week. And
Thanks for having me.
thanks for
Bye,
coming
y'all.
on. Bye.
Yeah.
Cool.
Stay safe.
Bye bye.